I'm Sandy from Sandy Creates Cards and More, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're going to make a card similar to this. Same layout, just different DSP, cardstock, colors, and theme. We are going to be using the Dashing Deer Bundle. We're actually not going to use any of the stamps from the set, but we will be using this deer for the die cut for the center of a card. We'll be using the same sentiment stamp, and this is from Labels to Love, and that gets stamped and then punched out with the Everyday Label punch. And again, as always, know that you can switch any of these sentiments, any of the colors that work with whatever pieces and items that you have in stock. Set that to the side. For cardstock and card pieces today, we need an A2 size card base, gray granite bottom base mat, and that's 5 1/4 by 4. For DSP, and we're using the DSP from, from Joyous Noel. Our panel is 2 inches by 3 1/4. I've already cut out my deer from a piece of glitter paper, and this is like a white glitter paper. And then we need a scrap of Whisper White for the sentiment. Let's start with that. Let's start by stamping our sentiment. I already have the stamp set on a block, and we're going to be using Mary Merlot ink. If I can get that to slide down out of the way. And this is a rubber stamp, so you really don't need anything to pad underneath your cardstock. I'm just stamping that in this, pretty much in the center of this scrap. And this is our Everyday Label punch. I love this punch for sentiments. I use it for ones that come in that Labels to Love pack. I also use it with just other sentiments that are similar size. Just lining it up, looking at the outside edges. And that just popped out and onto the floor. So there's our sentiment. Set the card base aside as we're going to assemble these pieces. I'm using tape runner to assemble this. I start with this corner. I'm really just watching that margin. And I just work my way around the card. Yeah, I think those margins look pretty good. This piece here is just a little bit. And with this tape runner, I can just that up and slide that edge over. And if I need to, I could always go back and put a dot of glue under that corner. And we have our piece for the center. I think I'm also going to attach this with tape runner. Be very careful putting that tape runner on the tiny strips. But if I pop it up, I'm afraid that's going to put a little extra pressure here on the antlers. I don't want that to bend. So I think it's best in this case to put that flat on the card. The label goes on with dimensionals to pop that up. I'm always pretty generous with my dimensionals, and it's for the same reason as with that deer if I was going to pop it up. Because I want to make sure this is really nice and flat on here. So that it doesn't get crushed. So probably that's more dimensionals than most would use, but that's my practice. And we're going to put that at the top of the card. You want to have just a little tad of that dark color at the top. And then we're going to attach it to our card base. So once you get your pieces and your dies all cut, it's pretty easy to assemble this card. Just siding all 4 edges, like we always do. Yeah, like that. So here was our original card. And I will have all the descriptions of the DSP for this card. And I'm going to show you a couple more samples. Here's the one we made today. Get that out of the way. Here's another Christmas one that I made. And it's really just all about that layout. Once you get that, the pieces cut, really goes together so nicely. But I wanted to show you that this doesn't have to be a holiday card. I've made this one and put a happy birthday sentiment on it. So I will have all those measurements, pieces in the description box below this video, plus links to my Stampin' Up store, my stamping website, my blog, and my Pinterest page. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.